Breaking. Has Keir Starmer already crossed the point of no return? England. Now 7 brings you the full, unfiltered story. Whether Keir Starmer resigns today or clings on until tomorrow is no longer the real question. The judgment has already been delivered by the UK Supreme Court and, more damningly, by the British public. What was once whispered in private has now exploded into a national political reckoning. It all began when confidential documents were leaked during a live televised debate. The revelation? Starmer accepted a £4 million offshore donation linked to controversial industries, fossil fuels, arms manufacturing, and private healthcare. Sectors Labour has historically condemned. This wasn't speculation. These claims were backed by official documents, as first reported by The Guardian. Then came the hammer blow from the UK Supreme Court. In a ruling that sent shockwaves through Westminster, the court found Labour, under Starmer's leadership, guilty of knowingly bypassing mandatory political finance disclosure laws. The justices described it as not just unlawful, but a betrayal of public trust. The Financial Times confirmed the breach and the legal consequences. Inside Labour, the backlash was immediate. Over 40 MPs, including shadow ministers and key regional leaders, signed a private letter demanding his resignation. The grassroots group Momentum, once central to Jeremy Corbyn's rise, publicly declared that Starmer had betrayed the very principles Labour was built upon. Internal messages obtained by The Guardian revealed panic, chaos, and a real risk of mass resignations. Outside the halls of Parliament, the public reaction was explosive. Protests erupted across London, Manchester, and Birmingham. Demonstrators held signs reading, "Resign or be removed," and "Clean Labour, not Starmer's Labour." Longtime Labour members tore up their party cards on camera. Social media went into meltdown. Hashtags like "Dusher Starmer out now," "Shush Labour corruption," and "Fraudgate" trended for days. At this point, even Labour's financial lifeline, its trade unions, began to turn. Unite, the party's largest donor, issued a brutal warning. It could no longer support a party compromised at the highest level. Several unions followed suit, reviewing financial commitments that underpin Labour's general election campaign, according to The Times. And the revelations kept coming. New leaks alleged that Starmer received undeclared luxury gifts, stayed at 5-star hotels in Brussels, and held private meetings with EU-linked lobbyists during sensitive post-Brexit trade talks. Internal emails revealed he had been quietly exploring a backdoor re-entry to the EU single market. Without public consultation or parliamentary approval, The Guardian reports that this has enraged both Brexiteers and pro-EU centrists, who now feel equally betrayed. A YouGov flash poll showed that 72% of Britons believe Starmer must resign immediately. Shockingly, nearly half of Labour's own base agreed. Parliament is paralyzed. Opposition leaders are calling for a full audit of Labour's finances. Some MPs are even demanding a criminal investigation. Behind closed doors, The Times reports that King Charles has been receiving confidential briefings from senior constitutional advisors on potential emergency options should the crisis deepen. At Labour HQ, it's chaos. Staff are resigning. PR firms are terminating contracts. Insiders say Starmer's legal team has already prepared a resignation speech, but he refuses to deliver it. Silence has only deepened the crisis. Not a tweet, not a statement, not a press conference. Every hour he delays, the party slips closer to collapse. Now Labour teeters on the edge of financial and moral bankruptcy. If Starmer steps down, the rebuilding must begin immediately. But if he stays, the party may not survive the next election. This isn't just a scandal, it's a reckoning, and the entire nation is watching. If you've made it this far, you clearly care about the truth. So do we. Like this video, drop your thoughts in the comments, and most importantly, subscribe to England Now 7 for real news with real impact. Your voice matters, and in the next episode, we'll feature your top comments. Stay with us.